Okay, so yes, I'm still at home because I forgot my computer here. So I'm trying something new though. You know how I was having trouble with my drawing tablet yesterday? Well, you see this little thing over here? Yeah, this is called Epic Pen. It's a little app I downloaded and it works the pen. So now I can make this work. So let's give this a try and see how this goes. This is 6-3 practice problems. Now, I looked at the ones that I assigned to you in McGraw-Hill, and you will not have to be typing in these answers in set notation. All of the problems are multiple choice. You'll just have to be able to pick out the correct one. All right. So, yeah, this is a lot for one page, so I broke it down. I went to multiple pages. All right, I'm going to show you an example what you would do. Let me get this pen set up. I'm going to go skinny dot, and we'll go with black ink for now. All right. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so yes, over here. This is an and problem. So you're going to solve these two problems separately, okay? Let's see. We want to get f by itself. So the first thing we would do is add 6 to both sides. That will give us f is less than 11. And over here, we're going to add 4 to both sides. That gives us f is greater than or equal to 6, okay? So if we were to graph this on a number line, actually the way that this is going to look in the answer document, it's going to be in set builder notation, and it's going to have the pike, or pipe, whatever you call it, and it'll look like that. But let's see, if we had this graph, let's see, this would be 6, and this would be 11, okay? And the value of f is somewhere that satisfies both of these, okay? All right, so we know that f has to be less than 11, and it's a less than, so it's an open circle like that, okay? And it would be less than would be this direction, and f is greater than or equal to 6, which means we're going to have a colored in dot here, and it's going to be shaded this direction. So the values that satisfy both of these inequalities would be 6, including 6, and up to 11, but not including 11. Okay? All right, so for this one, number 2, we want to get n by itself, so we would subtract 2 from both sides of this equation. And that will give us n is less than or equal to negative 7. Over here, we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. And that will give us n is greater than or equal to negative 12. All right, and this is an and statement. It would look like this in set builder notation. All right, but like I said, you don't have to type that. You just have to identify it. What would the graph look like? All right, we've got negative 7 and negative 12. So negative 12 would be like here, and let's say negative 7 is here. Well, n is less than or equal to negative 7. So this is going to be a colored in dot and shaded on the side of less than. N is greater than or equal to negative 12. So another colored in dot and shaded to the right. So this would be the graph of this compound inequality. Okay. Okay, now I have to go back to cursor. I'm learning the new pen here. And then we go. And I got to tell it to clear the screen. It's the learning process. Go back to pen. Okay. Number 5, this is an and. The way you know an and statement is it either says and or it doesn't have a word. My dogs keep me company. Okay, so then what you would do is you would write this as 2 separate inequalities. Negative 5 is less than 3p plus 7. And then you go over here and go 3p plus 7 is less than or equal to 22. And so you have to write them separately to solve them, okay? And so now we want to get p by itself. So we would subtract 7 from both sides. And that gives me negative 12 is less than 3p. And we divide both sides by 3. And that gives me negative 4 is less than p, or p is greater than negative 4. Over here, I subtract 7 from both sides, same first step. That gives me 3p is less than or equal to 15. And then I divide both sides by 3. And that gives me p is less than or equal to 5. This is an and statement, as I told you. It can also be written as one statement. -4 is less than p, which is less than or equal to 5. In set builder notation, this would look like this. You would have a p and then a line, and then you would have another bracket like that. How would that look on a graph? Because they will ask you to graph them, but the graphs are multiple choice also. We would want to have a graph with -4 on it and 5. All right, this is not an or equal to, so this is an open circle at -4, and p would be values greater than -4. Closed circle at 5 because there's an or equal to, and p would be values less than 5, so it would be graphed in between the two. Okay, well, let's change the color. I wonder how many colors I get. Let's go with pink. All right, once again, you'll start off by writing the two parts. -3 is less than or equal to 7c plus 4, and 7c plus 4 is less than 18. All right, over here, you would subtract 4 from both sides. That gives me -7 is less than or equal to 7c. Divide both sides by 7, and you get -1 is less than or equal to c. That's part of it. Over here, subtract 4 from both sides. That gives me 7c is less than 14. Divide both sides by 7, and we get c is less than 2. All right, this can be written -1 is less than or equal to c, which is less than 2. And in set builder notation, we would have c with a pipe and then another bracket. On a graph, what this looks like is we need -1 and 2, so we'll have -1 here, we put 2 here, and then we have, this is going to be a closed dot at -1. C is greater than, so we're going to shade that way, and then 2 is going to be an open circle, and we're going to be shading that C is the values less than 2. So we go this way. Okay. So my little epic pen thing is working out pretty well, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself. Clear, go to cursor, and then go to the next page. I'm not going to do all of these. You guys don't need this. I do want to do an or, though. I want to do a couple of ors. No? All right. Well, I guess what I'll do is I'll do number 8 and number 9. How about that? That's 2 ors. Hi, Abby. Want to see my dog? Want to see my dog? Come. This is my dog, Abby. Yes, this is my dog. No, she's my best friend in the whole world. Yes, she is. I love you. Okay, now you go play while Mommy works, okay? No, don't bite Mommy's hand. No biting Mommy's hand. Okay, sorry. So I'm going to do number 8. All right, I want to show you how to do an OR. So we have 22 is greater than or equal to 4m minus 2. First step, we want to get m by itself. So we're going to start off by adding 2 to both sides, which gives us 24 is greater than or equal to 4m. And then we divide both sides by 4, and we get 6 is greater than or equal to m. And then we're going to do the other part of the OR. Here, we want to get rid of this 5, so we're going to subtract 5 from both sides. That gives us -3m is less than or equal to -18. We divide both sides by -3. Now be very careful. It's very easy to forget that if you multiply or divide both sides by a negative, you have to switch the sign. So now we're going to switch the sign here. M is going to be greater than or equal to, and a negative divided by a negative is a positive 6. So what would this look like on a graph? Well, we have positive 6 and positive 6. This is an interesting one. So m, well, let's put the 6 here. Let's see what we've got. M is less than or equal to 6. So colored in dot, and we're shading the less than or equal to. And this says m is greater than or equal to 6. So this one is all real numbers. All real numbers. I don't think I gave you any like that on the assignment. But like I said, it's multiple choice. So that would be all real numbers. All right. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Get it right. Got a clear screen. Go to cursor. Turn the page. All right, I'm going to do number 9. Back to pen. All right, number 9, I want to get y by itself, so I'm going to start by subtracting 5 from both sides. You know what? I think I like this drawing tablet better. It's easier to control. Negative y is greater than or equal to 4. Now, I need to make this a positive y, though, so I'm going to have to multiply both sides by negative 1. When I do that, I'm going to need to flip the sign. And this becomes a negative 4. Okay? And then this other equation, subtract 4 from both sides. That gives us 3y is less than negative 9. Divide both sides by 3. And we have y is less than negative 3. Okay, and this is an or, so I want to see what this would look like on a number line. I would have negative 4 and negative 3. Okay. Y is less than or equal to negative 4. Colored in dot at negative 4, shaded to the left. This is y is less than negative 3. Would be an open circle at negative 3, shaded to the left. This is one of those, so it's an overlapping one. I talked about it in the instructional video. This is one of the overlapping ones. It is redundant to graph both of these because graphing the negative 3 part takes care of all of the values that were identified in the negative 4 part. So we just need a graph that looks like this. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going to do all of these. I don't want this video to be humongously long. And I don't think it's a very complicated topic for you, but I want to do a variety of problems. And I also want to look at some where you have to identify, where you have to come up with the equation to match the graph. Oh, what do we got? 14, 16. All right, these will be my last 2 examples. I'll do an and an or. We'll see how these go. Then I'm going to finish this off and go play with my dog. I love that dog. All righty, so here we want to get m by itself, so I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. My mom is like texting me off the hook too. She sent me like 4 text messages while I've been doing this. It's so distracting. It's greater than or equal to 2. Now I know how you guys feel when your mom's texting you during class. Subtract 3 from both sides. And that gives us m is less than 7, okay? Now let's have a look, see what this is going to look like on a number line. We're going to have 2 and 7, so put 2 here, and we'll put 7 here. M is greater than or equal to 2, colored in dot at 2. So it's going to go this way. And m is less than 7, okay? So you would have an open circle at 7, and you would have drawing this direction. So basically what this means is that all real numbers solve this equation, because once you've colored in 2, that takes care of 7 on out, and once you take care of 7, it takes care of, so it's all real numbers. Weird, I managed to get 2 of those. I wonder if I made a mistake. Oh, I did. Look at this. 7 minus 3 is 4. What the heck was I thinking? M is greater than 4. M is less than 4. Oh, well, so this would have been a 4. It doesn't really change much. That's because of my mom's fault. She's distracting me. Okay, let's do the or one. All right, so I want to get y by itself. I want to add 5 to both sides. She's really old, so it's kind of like, I hope she's not sick. Y is less than 1. Over here, we want to add 5 to both sides. And that gives me y is greater than or equal to 6, and this is an or, okay? Oh, wait a minute. You know what I do? I know what I see. I'm not paying attention. I keep looking at my dumb phone. I'm going to turn that upside down so I won't know. I know what I did. Is that erase? This is an and. This isn't an or. Or maybe, I don't know. Does that mess things up? And because we have 2 and we have 4. And it's the numbers that satisfy both. Okay, so it would be from 2 going bigger and from 4 going less. Okay, yeah, see, I forgot this was an and. I was thinking it was an or. So this would be the graph including 2 and up to but not including 4. These would be the things that satisfy both of these. Okay, aha, I caught that. Because Hayden, you would have caught it for me. I know you would have. You're very good at that. Okay, so back to this one. This one's an or, though. So this one is the other case. We need a 1 and a 6. Okay, I want to show that y is less than 1. So open circle at 1, shading to the left. Okay, or it could be values that are greater than or equal to 6. So colored in 6 and shading to the right. So y can be any value less than 1 or greater than or equal to 6. Finally got it right. Finally. Let's see what other fun things we have. Okay, I left out the word problems. Where's my clear? I left out the word problems. They're super fun, and we'll look at them in class just for fun, but I'm not going to assign them to you. Okay, so this is what I wanted to get to, though. This is the part where they want you to write the inequality that goes with graph, okay? Now, I know these are both ands because they're very contained like this, okay? It's only certain values that go between these 2 points. All right, so if I'm going to use the letter X, let me go back to my pen. If I'm going to use the letter X and draw a bracket the best I can, I want to show, I'm going to start with the -3 here. Is this colored in? No, it is not, okay? And it's indicating values greater than 3. X would be greater than 3, so it's going to be like this, okay? So that X is greater than -3. On the other end, I have another 3, and this is a +3. This is going to be an or equal to because that's a colored in dot, and I want to show that X is values less than this number. So I'm going to have X be less than this number, and then I will have this. Now, like I was saying before, for you, you just have to be able to pick out the correct answer. You don't have to be able to write the answer. Just pick it out, okay? Number 20, all right? Let's assume I'm going to use X again. I've got 1, and I have 4, and I have X. All right. Now, both of these are or equal to, so both of these will have the or equal to. Okay. And I want X to be greater than 1. So X is greater than 1. And I want it to be less than or equal to 4. So that would be that one. These, like I said, these are both and statements because they're very defined. It has to be between this and this. Now, when you get an or, you'll have them going in different directions. Well, learning curve, guys, sorry. Erase, go to cursor, and go to the next page. Okay, I like this page. Okay, number 23. This is an or. See how it's got 2 separate parts, 2 distinct parts? This has to be an or. Okay, so using X again. All right, I want to show that X is values that are less than or equal to 0. So I can write X is less than or equal to 0, or, and here's where it would get weird if you were typing this in. Do you include spaces? Does it have to be uppercase? They save you the trouble. They just gave you multiple choice answers. Here I want to show that X is greater than 3. Not greater than or equal to, though. So it would look like that. That would be the answer you'd be looking for. This one is an and statement, clearly, because it's just colored in between the 2 dots. All right. So we're going to have the number -2. We're going to have the number 3. I'm going to put my X in the middle. Both of these are or equal to's, so I'm going to draw my little lines. And I want to show that X is greater than -2. So it's going to go that way. And I want to show that X is less than +3. And I need my ending bracket. Not too bad, right? Those are pretty fun. Okay. Clear screen. Go to cursor. Turn the page. I'm getting the hang of this. Okay, so I don't think I used any of these. These are just more of the same. I might have used these for the quiz, and I might put these in a quiz review. Hopefully I haven't screwed up too bad. I think at one point I might have made a mistake, but I'm sure you guys will find out. And the word problems I totally want to do in class. So I think that's it. Not too bad, only 19 minutes, and you still got to meet my dog. All right, no secret word for this one. You just got free answers. Like I said, hopefully they're all right. Okay, well, you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you around school. All right.